Hey y'all, welcome to Sunflower Tasha DIYs. I'm Tasha. I like to do arts, crafts, DIYs, recreations, Bible journaling, thrift, and trash flips on my channel. I hope you guys enjoy my video today. Hi guys, so I'm using these little paper pads that I picked up off of Amazon. I'm using one in little scraps, of course. One of these wood canvases from the Dollar Tree in the plus section. I'm using some gel medium here. And I'm just going to go through these pages, rip out a few. I did have to go rip out a few more, but go ahead and get through this. These are like little vintage books. I thought they were adorable and perfect for this project. Now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere them with this gel medium. Some of these papers are kind of thicker than the others, so I wanted to make sure I had a really good heavy glue. And we'll just go ahead and do whatever pattern, it doesn't matter. No rhyme or reason, just lay it down because we're going to cover it up anyways. It's just so you can see some of this in the background. Now I'm taking some of my white gesso and I'm just going around each one of these decoupage papers, and then I just smear it in with a baby wipe and some water to smooth it out. Next I'm using some modeling paste and some stencils. Most of these stencils I picked up from Temu or Amazon. Some of them I've ordered off of like other crafters and stuff that I've watched before. Some of my stencils, I just can't remember where all of them came from, so sorry about that. But once again, no rhyme or reason, and this makes like a 3D texture when you do that. But now I'm using some Distressed Inks by Tim Holtz, and I believe this one is the Walnut Stain. And this does, it is water soluble, so if you get those little dots wet, they will bleed, just so you know. Now I just sprayed some water down in certain spots, and I'm using my watercolors here, and I'm using a teal color. I love this color. I think it's very beautiful. And I'm just going in between here and there. Not really thinking about it, just laying down the color, moving it around with the water. And that's about it. I really love these watercolors. I got them from Amazon. They are very vibrant and you don't have to keep going over top of your work over and over again. Unless you keep pulling up the paint like I was doing. I guess you may need to add a little more here and there, but now I'm just using the brown in this. I think they call it burnt umber on the palette here. And just like that. And then I added some water and just damped it up a little bit here and there. Okay, so now it's all dry. I'm going to take my stamp. I just recently bought this stamp from Rubber Dance Stamp. I'm not exactly sure the whole, but I bought a whole bunch of stamps from her. That was my Christmas present to myself. And she is out of Germany, and I ordered a bunch of stamps from her. And I'm absolutely loving them, and I can't wait to play with them some more. This clear stamp, I believe, came from Temu or Amazon, one of the two. And this is what it's looking like. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use these angel wings. These wings I got off of Amazon, and I'm going to be using some modeling paste here. Like this on both sides. And I'm just using a palette knife, you guys. And I made these little heads, but first we're going to use these wood dowels, and I ordered those from Amazon. They are an 1/8 inch. I needed very thin ones. All I could find at the Dollar Tree were thicker ones, and I needed really, really thin ones. make it easier for me to cut them. And I did this all the way up this, that black cardstock. I just drew that out, and on a black cardstock you can see where I tried to draw it out the first time and it wasn't what I wanted on the other side. And now we'll just go ahead and glue this down. This is just some muslin fabric. I picked that up from Joann's, just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my Antique Waverly Wax by Plaid, and we'll go ahead and give the wood dowels a coat of the wax. Now, I wanted to go ahead and leave this part in the video just in case maybe somebody wanted to do this with theirs. I actually ended up not liking the this part, and I do take it off at the end, and you'll see. But I wanted to leave this in case you wanted to make this. Now, I do go ahead for the next part here. I'm using some white pom-poms and 2 little dowel cap ends. And I hurt myself really bad right here. One of the pom-poms, oops, sorry. One of the pom-poms, that I put hot glue on, I dropped it and it I tried to catch it. Don't ask me why. And the glue part landed on my finger, and now I have this. And then I tried to take the glue off my finger, and it ripped off my skin pretty deep. So, needless to say, I have a boo-boo on my finger now. But here we go. We'll go ahead and glue this down. I did do black around the wings and then went back over the wings just to brighten them up a bit. Now, I use this mold to make this little face, and you guys, I didn't even notice the face actually after it dried, that it was like a sad looking face. So my angels all look sad in this. I got to figure out maybe next time to kind of like use my fingernail and make those more of a happier face, I suppose. But it is what it is, and I'm super happy I made this. So I was just mixing together some of that modeling paste and some mica powder. I ended up not liking the color, and I ended up adding some brown burnt umber to it and to make her hair. Now, after I let this dry overnight, I did not like it. It cracked pretty bad in a few places, and here I am trying to smooth it out so it wouldn't crack, but it did end up cracking after it dried. But I'm really loving this so far, except for the arms. After a while, I just was not feeling the arms for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so next day I'm back. I'm taking some watered down gesso. This is the white gesso, and I'm covering the hair here. And then I was like, ooh, splatters. I probably should have did the splatters a long time ago before I even put this down, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and stick them on there now. And I like how it makes the art piece pop. I do add black splatters later to this as well, off camera. But you'll see a closer up of this later. So I took the arms off, as you can see. Now I'm taking this gold rub and buff, and I'm just painting it on the hair because I did do a little bit of the gold in the background on the canvas, and I wanted to kind of sort of tie that in. So I thought her hair would look nice. Then I made her a halo, and I did use a charcoal pencil so it makes it turn like a little grayish color first, but that's okay. Once we do a couple coats, the white will come out just fine. Go ahead and dry that up. And then I'm taking this little sentiment that I printed off my computer, and I just went around it with some white. And now I'm just taking my Tombow marker, and I'm going to go ahead and blend the shirt and kind of make the shirt match the background with the turquoise and the brown. And I do make it draw some little arms to make it look like the arms are tucked in the back. So project number 2, guys. I just also want to say that this is a collaboration, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that now so you guys don't have to, so you guys can watch and listen while I decoupage this next part. This is a imagination challenge, and we have to use caulking, twine, and wood dowels. As you can see, I use wood dowels in the first project, and then I'm going to use twine, and then in the third project, I will use the caulking, or actually, I'm not sure which order that's in, but you know. So the same technique here, after we decoupage, put the white gesso down, we are going to use some modeling paste and some stencils. I have a lot of stencils in my stash, you guys. But I really like this one. This one's one of my favorites to do in backgrounds, so I do use this one in the entire video. So now we're going to use my favorite watercolors. Sorry, I forgot to hit record here, but here we are. I decided I wanted to try out this like white silver that's in this, and I like how it leaves a shimmery feel. You can't really see it here, but kind of sort of can on the close-up here. And then of course some black ink again. Now I'm going to use some gesso. This is a white gesso. They also have like clear and black gesso, but I'm just using the white right now with some watered down. I'm going to water it down, and we're going to go ahead and do some splatters again. I needed some more water here. But anyways, this collaboration, you guys, is hosted by Kathy Joe and Rustic and Lace. And their guest host today is Lowly D's Creations. And once a month, we get together and we come up with some items to use in our videos. And we just use our imagination and try to incorporate them in our projects. And I'm just making little angel dresses out of mine. So that was my imagination here, and I've been loving angels this year, so I thought, why not try to make some art projects, canvases, instead of doing like a DIY sign. I can just do like a canvas, you know. But I'm using this white twine here that I glued down on this dress that I just cut out from some black cardstock. And I decided I wanted to make it match the background, so I'm using those same exact colors, the turquoise, the purple, and like the lighter pinkish purple. And I really love how this turned out, just going right over top of the twine. Now, at first I tried to use that silver and it wasn't turning out. And then I was like, you know what? We're just going to make it look like the background. And then I used some muslin and some of my distressed inks to make that pattern for the shirt. And I did some splatters, and we're just going to dry it up now and glue the shirt down. Super simple, super easy. Loving this project, you guys. I'm so excited to watch the video. I'm actually doing my voiceover the day of course, because you guys, I actually thought this wasn't going to take very long, and this took me a long time to do these. There was a lot of drying progress. Now, the faces that I made, I just used that mold, and I used some air dry clay that I got from Hobby Lobby, which I didn't show you guys that, making the heads. And I did mix the clay. I instead of using baking soda to release it, I used some shimmer mica powder, so the faces are pretty shimmery. You can't really tell, but I love it. So the wings, I have a jelly plate, and I made a bunch of like little jelly plate papers, and I'm using that for my wings with some modeling paste. Now the head, I'm just using the twine. I'm gluing some hair down for the head, and then I make two little like bun looking things, which you'll see those closer up in the video, to make it look like a cute little hairstyle. And then the same thing, we'll go ahead and go around the sentiment with white, and you guys will see a closer up of the sentiment as well at the end of the video. But I really love this project, you guys. I made her some little arms to make it look like her arms were behind her back. And now we'll just finish this project off as well with the halo. How amazing is this? You guys, I'm loving this collaboration that Kathy, Joe, and Brenda put on each month. It's just very cute. And it just really boosts our imagination. So for my third project, I'm using this paper pad. We'll just go ahead and grab some papers like so. I'm curious if you guys would leave me down in the comments if you were challenged to use twine, dowel, and the caulking. I think that's what you call it. It's like tile caulking that you would use in your bathroom, like on your tiles and stuff. You can get it from the Dollar Tree. That's where I found mine. What would you make if you were challenged to use those three items? What would you make out of those? I'm just curious if you're a crafter, you maybe have a YouTube or not have one. I'm just curious what you would make. Let me know down in the comments. So here we are decoupaging again with the same matte medium here, matte gel medium it's called. I just get my matte gel medium from Hobby Lobby. And we'll just glue this paper pad down. I believe most of my paper pads are from Michael's. I like to do the hot buys, but I do have a few from Hobby Lobby. But I believe this was one of the hot buy pads, like all the pads that I used today. So just like before, we're doing the same process, the gesso. I didn't show you guys all that process, but this one I'm actually going to show you me watercoloring. The last one I actually forgot to hit record, so forgive me for that, but here is another one you can see me watercoloring. I like to use spray on the water and then add the color. You guys, these are my favorite watercolors. I know I've already said that, but look how vibrant those are. Like, that's hard to come by with watercolors. And then I just splat it down with a paper towel and just kind of mix it in together. But I just love this. It turns out so beautiful as well. And then we'll just let that dry. Now that it's dry, I come in the next day and I go ahead and get where it pooled and puddled on my project and kind of dampen that up and get that up. So here, this is where we use the caulking stuff that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Instead of using modeling paste, we are going to be using that. And I added some mica powder here, but the mica powder did not do what I wanted it to do. It was still kind of like a grayish white looking. So I do add a little bit of white chalk paste to this and make that a brighter white. Now, you guys, I don't know what I was thinking here after I dried it. Why didn't I do the other wing? I did the wrong wing. I had to go back and make the right wing. Yeah, that's what happens when you get in the zone and you're just going and not thinking sometimes. Yeah. So here's the other dress that I have made for this project, and we are using that same caulking mixture with the white, what is that? The white chalk paint. Okay, once it dries, I have this cool little like cake tool thing, I guess you would call it, maybe. I'm not sure. But I've had it in my stash for a while, and I wasn't digging it. So I tried to smooth out the top and start over with the smaller side, and I liked that a lot better. So now that that's dry, I'm going to go in with this gold Rub and Buff. You guys, I have just recently added this to my stash. I had just walked past it at Michael's on an end cap one day. I've seen a few other crafters use it, and I was like, gotta take it, gotta grab it. and I'm loving it. So here, after this has dried, I made a mixture of clear gesso and some mica powder. I was trying to get as close as I could with the mica powder, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I felt like it was not the right colors for this project. So you will see me change this up. And but I wanted to show you the process, you guys, because somebody else might actually like this. And here I am using my watercolors. We're going to go ahead and go on top, and I'm going to use the same colors that I used on my background. And this just really, really ties it in when I do this. I liked it better. It was what I was looking for, that darker, richer look. What do you guys think? Did you like the first way or this way? I like this way better. And then we'll just dab everything up here so it's not pooling with water. And here I am with that rub and buff again. I'm loving it, you guys. It's my new favorite thing, I think. It just brought my project to life. um, so now I'm going to use one of these rubber stamps to make a belt. And it turns out pretty cool. Sorry, I have a alarm to take my medicine, and it's time to take it, and I need to remember, so I'm not going to turn that off. So I'm sorry, it's going to keep doing that. So here we are. I used that to make the hair. I just dabbed it on a little bit, and once it dried, I do make two little like buns on top. Now I'm just drawing in the arms and using a little more of that rub and buff here and there on some certain spots. And here I am making the little buns. So cute. She's cute. I like this one. The hair actually turned out not too bad. Now we'll just glue her cute little head down. The only sad part is like I said, they're all like frowning. Like it looks like they're frowning. Now I did try to make some of these heads as well with some hot glue, and the noses would not take. So it looked like a skull nose. So I couldn't do the hot glue. So I had to use the what is that stuff? Oh my goodness, I already forgot the the clay, or the not the clay, the oh my goodness, I already told you guys once and I already forgot. Here I am using my charcoal pencil again to make her a little halo. And we'll just color that in with some white gesso and go over it a couple times. This is it, you guys. I absolutely loved the process of making these. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do some art. I haven't done really much art on my projects. And then I did a little bit of gold in that halo as well. So here we are at the end, and a few little close-ups here of my projects. She's so cute. Love it. I hope you guys enjoyed. You'll have to let me know which one is your favorite one today. I like the rustic feel of this one too. Like it's pretty rustic looking. So disappointments are just God's way of saying I've got something better. I had a few disappointments with making this one, and it just got better, I think. And the little twine belt that I made. That twine you can get from Temu, guys, if you're interested. Love it. Very pretty. All right, so here's the next one. God's promises are like the stars. The darker the night, the brighter they shine. So love it. I like her little like buns that I made on her head. It's so cute. You will have to let me know if this one's your favorite. I kind of wish I would have done her wings a little bit different. I kind of got glue happy and glued those down, but that's okay. It still turns out amazing. Look at that rub and buff. It just like brought that shirt to life. Love it. And her dress. Who would know that that was caulking? You would know. You would have no idea. But I made the wings and the body and the hair. Oh, I just can't wait to see what everybody else made. You guys, look at those cute little buns that I made on the head of this one. Aren't they cute? Live your life for God. Don't forget to pray, guys. And I'm absolutely loving this one. This one is so beautiful. I'm loving the colors. I like how it's lighter on top and it's like darker at the bottom. This one I think is my favorite one today. You guys will have to let me know. This is the twine. I used like a beige white twine instead of your just regular tan brown looking twine. Love it. Turned out amazing. And here I thought those wings were going to be too big. I'd like to thank the host today for having me on the playlist, and thank you to all my subscribers and all your continued support here on my channel. If you are new here, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps me grow on YouTube, and I appreciate all that you do when you do that. Also, if you hit that bell button, you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I want to say thank you again for watching Sunflower Tasha DIYs. You can follow me on Instagram on my personal account, or you can follow me on my gallery account. My personal is obviously my personal, and then my gallery is just where I post pictures of things that I had made on my YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for all that you do and all your continued support. Bye!